Anytime you say, I don't want to love you or hate you, in fact, I don't want anything, I want apathy, that is a powerful statement of disconnect, of severance. Before we get started, I want y'all to make sure that you are liking, subscribing, continuing to comment on these videos, because this is where I learn more about the band. This is where I learn more about you. This is where all the fun happens. One of the things I love about Nightwish is every song is like its new adventure, and I think that I've heard everything from them, and then they give me something new. And so I'm pretty excited about this one. It is Dead Boy's Poem, live in Buenos Aires in 2018 on the Decades Tour. This is Nightwish. Y'all ready? Let's go. Okay, I went a little bit longer than the 15 seconds I said. I went 42 seconds, but I have to give my first impression as fast as I can. That was a little bit because there was crowd noise and I had to let it go. But the rule is I have to try to guess what I'm going to get myself into in the next few minutes with a Nightwish song or with any song. And my first impression is, man, I'm loving the softness that Marco is coming with here. With Flora is too, but this softness is beautiful. It's gorgeous. I don't know if we get heavy in this one. I know that we have a long video here, but anytime they do a little bit of a breakdown where we're soft like this, I love it. I love it. And if they go heavy, that's fine. But that's my first impression. Let's get going. I'll stop after the first chorus. All right.
So much to live for, so much to die for. If only my heart had home. Sing what you can say, forget what you can't play. Hasten to drown into beautiful lies. Walk within my poetry, this dying music. My love letter to nobody. Never sigh for better world. It's already composed, played and sold. Every thought, the music I wrote, everything I wish for the night. Wrote for the eclipse, wrote for the virgin, died for the beauty, the one in the garden. Created a kingdom, reached for the wisdom, failed in becoming a god. Never sigh for better world. It's already composed, played and sold. Every thought, the music I wrote, everything I wish for the night.
All right, let's pause it right there, and I'm going to scoot back a couple seconds there just to make sure we catch that. Wow, there was I know y'all saw it. I kind of had a physical reaction to a part, and I have the lyrics up on this channel, so I want y'all to understand I have The video here, I have two of the videos here. I have a video here, but I also have the lyrics and I have the chat. So when I'm looking over here, I'm still seeing the video and the chat. But man, there was a point where I think it's in the line, every thought, the music I write, everything a wish for the night. And then when she went up with the vocals, oh my goodness. I mean, I almost went to emotional cam. Almost. I mean, we can go there now. We'll go to emotional camera right now. Because chills were on my arms when she went up there. It's just a gorgeous song. And like I said at the beginning, they always surprise me, and I don't know why they do, because I should expect to be wowed by them. But there's just something about her voice when she came up high on that lyric, on that line, every thought, the music I write, everything a wish for the night. It sent like shivers through me. So that was powerful. Let's keep going. Let's check out some more of this. And I scooted back just a little bit.
This line, remember not the hand that wrote it. Remember only the verse, some make us cry, the one without tears. For I've given this its strength, and it has become my only strength. Comforting home, mother's lap, chance for immortality, where being wanted became a thrill I never knew. The sweet piano writing down my life.
Oh my gosh, can we just appreciate again his humility as a musician? That's the word that I love about him, is the humility of him as a musician. Because again, I was a lead guitarist years ago and in the 90s, did a couple albums. And at first when I started, it was just, I would just play. And then I heard a quote, and I believe it was from Eric Clapton when he was talking to Jimi Hendrix. And he said something about, well, you just play lead over the song. Sometimes, you know, and I'd have to find the direct quote, but it was something about, you know, sometimes, you know, doing too much is ruining the song. Because Hendrix was, you know, very, you know, eccentric with his musical abilities. And Clapton kind of encouraged him to kind of tone it down a little bit to help the song. Again, I'll look up the direct quote on that. But the way he has humility with his solos just drives me nuts in the best kind of way, because you came up to that point in the song, and it's a very emotional song. I'm reading the lyrics, and it's pretty powerful. It's definitely a very hard topic that we're talking about here. But the way that he comes into that solo, he doesn't ruin the song. He just says, here's a brief moment for you to think about what we're talking about. And it was beautiful. So let's keep going. I'm loving this song. It's just, again, yeah.
Teach me passion, cry for it's gone. Show me love, hold the long. So much more I wanted to give to the ones who love me. I'm sorry. Time will tell, this bitter farewell. I live no more to shame, nor me, nor you. And you, I wish I didn't feel for you anymore.
that's a great place to stop. The stillness and the way she was moving without moving, wasn't she? She was moving without, she was barely moving, but like her voice was just so powerful. And almost the stillness of her stance was what made it more powerful. Oh my gosh. The way she just, it wasn't eerie. But I want to go back to a line. Did y'all hear that? So there was a line that says, I live no more to shame no more, shame nor me nor you, and you, I wish I didn't feel for you anymore. Like, who's he talking about here? Who's he talking about when he says, I wish I didn't feel for you anymore? Like, man, I heard that, and then I immediately went over to the lyrics, and I was like, who's he talking about? That's, man, and I don't know. So often, you'll see me talk about my work with, actually Cameron Jansen is in here. Cameron Jansen and I work together at Auxesis. And we have Dr. David Robertson, who is a cognitive behavioral scientist and leaderologist. And then we have Lance Miner. So Cameron, as Kat, you just commented, he and I work together with this guy named David Robertson. One of the things we talk about is the opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is apathy, but also the opposite of hate is apathy. And so when he says, I wish I didn't feel for you anymore, that is the truest statement that we think hate is. I wish I had apathy for you is the opposite of love. That means he still loves and still hates, which is a power of the heart, which is a connection to the heart and to the self-concept. So when he says, I wish I didn't feel any of that, that is the truest form of severing ties with somebody, when you don't feel anything for them. So it was powerful for me to hear that. And if you want more about Dr. David Robertson, go to Auxesis 2025. I'll put it in the chat. But go check us out. We do a podcast there. But yes, that struck out to me. I want to finish this song out on a strong note. Let's keep going. This is beautiful, but it's also a message that I want to dig into a little bit more. Oh man, that was something, wasn't it? That was something. They always surprise me. Nightwish always surprises me with something that I just didn't see coming, and it had a lot of heaviness to it. Message, but also when they would get that bass and the drums going together like that rhythmic sort of rumbling in deep down, it was just absolutely, again, I say it every time, but seeing them live has to be the way to do it. I know that their studio albums are probably great. I still actually don't think we've seen I don't think we've done a video for their studio. It's all been live. Seeing them live has to be amazing. And the topic, I want to know more about what's going on here, because this is somewhat unsettling. Anytime you say, I don't want to love you or hate you. In fact, I don't want anything. I want apathy. That is a powerful statement of disconnect, of severance. And is he talking about himself? Because Thomas wrote this, correct? You know, is he talking about himself? Is he talking about someone? I have seen that some of you has said that, was this, when was this was about him? I want to know more. If you could give me a little bit of context as to what's going on with who he's talking about. Yes, I have seen that some people have said that some of the songs that he writes are about Tarja, and I can see that. I remember that being just a very tough time, you know. And as we see here, Thomas described this song as his "If I Died Today" message, as a thank you to those who needed thanks and an FU to those who deserved it. Fair enough. That is a proper way to do it. You know, and if you're ever in a situation where you say that you hate somebody, that means you still have a connection in heart. It is the apathy that is the true thing you are seeking when you seek to disconnect. That's why often you see people that, you know, when they go through a divorce, they want to hate their ex. That means you still have some feeling for that person. If you truly had a disconnect from that person, you would have apathy. And that's what's being said here. And actually, I appreciate that Tomas knows that. That he knows that. He says it in lyric. That is incredible insight by him to understand the nuance of the human mind. You have told me before that he's brilliant. I have no doubt of that, and I've never questioned that. He absolutely is. But the fact that he understands the concept that apathy is the disconnect, not hate, I believe that is a profound statement. This song shook me a little bit. A couple times I had chills. It was a beautiful sign off for him of, hey, if something happens, go back here and listen to this. If you love me, you love me. If you don't, you don't. And absolutely beautiful. I'm in awe at everything they do. We started this journey with me saying it's not my vibe. And now it's I can't almost go a day without it setting something in my vibe, you know? And it's very difficult to do it this way too, because I can't binge listen to all their songs. You know, if I go out and just listen to all their songs, then we don't get to do a first react. So it's very difficult. But I do go back and I listen to the songs I have heard over and over again. Like Storytime, I am 500,000 views on Storytime right now myself.